You see, I love to go out when I was younger, but one thing that really changed over time, I can still go out, I can still stay out until 5 a.m., but it takes me weeks to recover. Hi everyone and welcome back to Linda Libra Loca. Today I'm recreating a look that I wore quite a lot when I was going out, and quite a lot, I mean all 3 times that I've been out in the last 2 months. And I had quite a few requests after showing it on Snapchat pictures and on my vlog, date night vlog. So I'm going to recreate it for you on camera using the Bobbi Brown corrector in the color Light Bisque for concealing my under eye circles, and then I'm going to use a Maybelline color tattoo in the color Metallic Pomegranate, and I usually just pop that on messily with my finger all over my lid, because when I get ready I usually have just about half an hour at max, because I have to put the kids to bed first and all that, and that always takes much longer than anticipated. I'm going to let that sit for a little and move on to my base. And the last times I went out I was using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place makeup because it's a completely matte base. I actually bought it for filming because I didn't want to look as shiny on camera, but it has amazing coverage and amazing staying power on oily combination skin. I don't think it would be best for dry skin. And I apply that with a flat foundation brush just because that gives me the most coverage. And for all of you commenting that they never blend their foundation down their neck, lucky you. It's not a question of matching, it's a question of cystic spots down my jawline and down on my neck, so I blend all the time. And as you can see, that did a pretty good job at covering up my spots and scars, but I'm still going to go in with a concealer. That one is by Sephora, and it's a little lighter than my actual skin tone at the moment, so I can use it as a highlighter. And I'm taking some from the back of my hand on the most obvious spots. To buff that in, I'm using the flat side of the Beauty Blender, like it's a Beauty Blender do. I'm then moving on to some contour and highlight, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Palette and a new brush. This one is by Maybelline, and I really enjoy it because it's dense and flat. I'm just going to carve out some cheekbones. I don't really do a heavy contour when I'm out and about because I feel it sometimes looks fake when you're not on camera, so I try to use a light hand to just give back some dimension to the face after I apply foundation, so it might not show up as well on camera as it does in real life. For highlight, just because this foundation is really matte, I'm using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. These are not as shimmery as the poured skin perfectors, and so they are perfect for someone like me who just loves a very subtle highlight, because oily girl problems. When it's time to go back to the eyes, and I'm going to zoom you in for that first, and that's something that I learned from YouTube, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution London Redemption Iconic 3 palette. Whew. And I'm using these 2 shades as transition shades most of the time. This is the only way I get use out of this palette, but I've seen it in many tutorials and tried it myself, and it really helps with blending if you put on the transition color first. So yeah, just the lighter, light purplish brown in my crease. And then the main player of the show, this one is a MAC shadow, and it's Smoked Ruby. It's one of the Mineralized eyeshadows, and a flat eyeshadow brush. And that one has an amazing black, red glitter effect. And I love these shadows that have 2 different colors, because you look like you spend a lot of time on your makeup using 5 different ways, 5 different colors of eyeshadow, when in fact you're just using one. And that goes pretty much everywhere. And with an eyeliner brush, I'm taking it underneath my eyes, connecting these two lines. I usually don't go all the way in because I find that makes my eyes very, very dark, because I tend to get a lot of darkness in here when I haven't slept enough. And then I'm using a crease brush just to go over the edges around here one more time so everything blends together nicely. Moving on to the brows, I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the color Medium Brown. And which I learned the hard way, you really only need the tiniest amount of color when doing your brows. Whenever I wear red on my eyes, I feel like I need to have some black liner, because otherwise I'm going to look really teary-eyed, and that's not the look I'm going for. So I'm attempting to do liner and talk at the same time and fail like I did in every video. Oh, and I was using the Starlooks Pro Luxe Longwear eyeliner pen. For mascara, I'm using the Manhattan Supreme Lash Volume Colorist, which is just, yeah, nice everyday mascara, but I feel if my eyes are that dark, any dramatic mascara is wasted, because you don't really see my lashes anyway. And that's the eyes pretty much done. As the eyes are very dark, I'm not going to use any blushers, but I'm going to use some bronzer just to warm up the complexion so it doesn't look like Halloween, but more like going out. And that's the Body Shop Honey Bronzer in the color 2, but the old version. Haven't tried the new version yet. Have you? Please tell me if you think it's great, because yeah, I already hit pan. And I'm a little nervous if they reformulate some of my favorites. For lips, I'm keeping it super simple, using just some clear lip gloss, the Clarins Eclat Minute, because yeah, the eyes are the main focus. And I just want a little color. And when I'm out dancing or out eating, I can't be forced to reapply my lipstick every 2 hours. This is my smoky eye, red smoky eye makeup that I've been wearing. As you can see, it isn't as difficult, but it looks quite dramatic, and yeah, that's how I like my makeup to be. So if you enjoyed this video, please tell me in the comments below, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon with another beauty video. Bye!